We have like the tower's full of them.
Her has a name. Cry. Her name is Busty Cinnamon, damn it. What part of that name makes it sound fat?
Who just opened a door? Who's opening doors? These motherfuckers here.
Courtyard!
He killed himself.
Arena!
He knows he's raided.
Five, four, three, two, one, fight!
What about that sounds fat?
Yes, drink me in.
Yeah, here. Don't think that.
At our heels.
Yeah. Kill him.
3, 2, 1.
In there.
Fight!
It's all in we moved into the tower. I'm trying to go up through here.
The dogs are taking us from the back. They're behind us. Arr, they're right up the arse.
See? Almost like I know. Here. 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 I'll let you do it. I'm gonna focus on him. Where's she at? Oh, in here. Say hi to him.
Victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Mason is victorious! 3, 2,
That's what I was.
1, fight!
Oh, I know I got all their
They're
shit.
laying into our backside.
It's a lot of metal.
Slipped right into our rear.
Sure, one of these is jump. Perhaps.
Is victorious!
We can blow in there. Give it down.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Well, aren't you grand? Mind your horses! They're nipping at our ears!
Agatha is victorious!
For Aga!
Match point, Agatha! Fight! Mason is victorious. Match point, Agatha. Fight!
For the blue one!
Shoot the door. Some doors. Okay.
Mason is victorious. Match point, Agatha. Fight!
Keep depositing my fucking ammo. Who'd you shoot? Who'd you shoot?
The order is victorious. Match point.
Oh shit, he's a bunch of shit on him. He's loaded. Oh, you just killed him in the other door? You just killed him right here? Oh my god, that is a beautiful fucking kill, bro. Fucking scrap, high wall. Beautiful. He's just running around in here. Or is it you?
Agatha is victorious.
Long live Arthur!
Nothing. Comms. Isn't that? Wood.
The fighting pit. Arena.
There's 2-2 over here.
Five,
Bro, this was Thatch on the top, and they had an entire TC and box full of stone in here.
one, fight!
It doesn't make sense.
We don't need to upgrade at all. Nobody's gonna raid us.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so you take that off, you're too bad. Ah, okay.
Victorious!
No, it's fine. It's fine.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was just looking for something to put down over there to shuffle.
Victorious! 3, 2, 1. Fight!
That's right. I wonder where he got all that shit from.
Is victorious! 3, 2, 1. Fight!
Truly.
Is it you? Okay.
Is victorious! 3, 2, 1. Fight!
No. I wasn't expecting to do full groups that usually.
Victorious! 3, 2, 1. Fight! Is victorious. Match
Is that all of
point,
it?
Agatha. Fight!
Not anymore. Like, the whole point of this, we took it over, was to fuck with them, and then I fuck with them. Somebody's fuck with them.
Victorious. Match point. Fight!
Wait. Can we bring charcoal back over here?
Victorious.
Heal the Masons!
Thought I saw something. Crafting GP.
courtyard. Arena.
He's on Discord with his buddy going, bro, they offline us like fucking pussies. Who does that shit?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
I'm going home now. I got so much shit crap now. I think those are drop down, jump up. They're front, literally, you go through the front door in the course, take a right, and you're in the course. Not up and over. Just
3,
up
2,
and down.
1, fight!
I don't have even anything there.
Order is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight!
Uh-oh. You're dropping walls.
Is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Mason is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Mason is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! The order is victorious. Match point, Mason. Fight! He's victorious. Match point, Mason. Fight! He's victorious.
Make it happen.
Match point. Fight! He's victorious. Tournament grounds. Arena. Five, four, three, two, one, fight!
Father Cross and
Yeah, I'm doing the same. Actually, up here.
Father Blue and Gold! They're nipping at our heels!
Is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight!
Who wants the punks? How you faring? Come here. Life's terribly short for some.
Agatha is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Agatha is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Order is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Is victorious. Match point, Agatha. Fight! Agatha is victorious. Tournament grounds. Arena. Five, four, three, two, one, fight! He's victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! He's victorious.
Come get some, you...
3, 2, 1, fight! He's victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Agatha is victorious.
Alright.
Match point, Agatha. Fight!
Well, that's not the right controller.
Agatha is victorious.
Alright, Busboard, are you ready for this? So what all did I tell you about yesterday so far? I said, what all have I told you about yesterday so far?
She don't remember, but she don't want to admit it.
Well, you're a crazy woman, so that'll help me decipher this. I may have already told you if I have, just cut me off. I was dog sitting yesterday. I picked him up on Saturday night and was watching him all day Sunday. Agreed to drop him off at 6:30. Drop him off at 6:30. Tell her how everything went. This is what needs to be done food-wise. Go on my way and go to get some groceries. On the way home, I text her, just let me know when I'm dog sitting, because she's supposed to be going out of town for a couple weeks and I'm supposed to be watching the dogs per my request. And she responds like something along the lines, "You don't get to keep them." And I was like, what? So I said, we had this discussion, you called me, we agreed that I was going to watch them while you're out of town. I never said any of that, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, look,
Courtyard.
you're being like intentionally
Arena.
difficult, and I'm gonna start reciprocating because my patience is wearing thin. She calls me and starts saying that I'm threatening her, and she's gonna call the police. That she's scared that I'm gonna break into her house and hurt her. And I'm like, okay, well, this conversation's over with. You know, when you calm down, give me a call. And then she starts going more and more into how I'm this terrible person, I'm horrible, and I stole my dog from whoever. Yeah. Oh, no, it gets better. And I'm starting to like kind of lose it. She's talking about how you don't know about my situation with my ex, but basically she abandoned her dog, and I did everything I could to try to get her to come see him and help out until he died, and she just refused. And she said that I stole it from my ex, and that now she sees clearly what happened, that I was violent and threatening her, and that's why she flew away and moved to Florida. And I was sitting there thinking, how the fuck does she know any of that? Like, where did that come from? And it's kind of like, it's really like bothering me emotionally, because like that was like my best friend. That dog was. Like, I did everything for that dog. I did everything I could to get her to come see him and at least spend time with him before he died. She wanted to, and she just kept fucking going. She's like, you're never gonna see the dogs again. You're lucky that I even gave you 5 seconds with them. They're my property. I own them. You have no right to them. I own all rights to them, and you're never gonna see them again. And I just went, damn, you're a bitch. And she hung up on me. Like 10 to 15 minutes later, I pull in my parents' driveway, and she's there. So I just make a U-turn and leave, and go hang out at my sister's house for a while. I come back, get my parents. Oh, she stopped by. I'm like, yeah. Oh, she was asking if it was okay if the dog stayed with us while she was out of town. I'm like, what the fuck? Help me. Like, somebody please explain to me.
3, 2,
Like, literally, like, I called her a bitch. She must have gotten in her car and driven all of 90 miles an hour over to my parents' house. And asked them if it was okay if the dog stayed. Like, help me, somebody.
is victorious. Match point, Mason. Fight!
I think she wants MC to beg.
For what? Like, I mean, possibly for that. Like, I've never.
Match point, Mason. Fight!
I mean, I have my flaws. I admit my flaws. Y'all see it. I mean, my biggest flaws, I play video games all the fucking time. But outside of that, like, I'm the same person outside of the party that I am in the party. You know, I don't really raise my voice. I mean, I did call her a bitch. I'll be honest. It's the first time I've ever called her anything bad. Even when she was calling me out and saying all that awful shit about me and stuff like that, I told her I'm not fighting from that. Sorry you feel that way. You were with me for 6 years and you felt that way the whole time, and I feel sorry for you. But yeah, I cannot fathom like what it is that she's so fucking angry about. I've off. Whatever. Like, I've offered to sit down and discuss with her and compromise and do whatever I can to on my end. Look, she is completely incapable of compromise. That's when I've mentioned autism before. I've been told now it's OCD. Like, her idea of compromise is moving like an inch. Like, and it's not like, oh, women are like that kind of thing. No, I mean like at all. Like,
Courtyard! Arena!
correct. She has flat out said that after I moved out or whatever, that this is how she is. She's always been this way, and she's never going to change. And she's not saying that about like a specific thing. She keeps regurgitating that about multiple things. Like, this is who I am. I'm not like, if I mention, I mean, this is something that you and I can discuss. I can hear how you feel, and you can tell me why you feel that way, and then you can hear how I feel and why I feel that way, and then we'll maybe understand each other and be able to meet in the middle or find some wiggle room. No, this is how I am. I've always been this way. I'm never changing. It's just, she ain't me. She ain't changing for nothing. Nobody.
Those are the words of a psychotic.
No. I'm telling you. No. I don't think she has that in her. Look, I respect what you're saying to me, and for most human beings, I believe that's the case, but knowing her, there's nothing that's going to sway her opinion on anything, and even if you show her evidence to the contrary, she's just going to cut off the conversation and not talk about it anymore. It doesn't matter. The only person that's going to change her opinion is her mom. Her and her mom are like twins, and they both think the same way, and if her mom likes something, then she likes something. If her mom cooks it her way, she does it her way. But no, I just, the whole,
3, 2,
I mean,
1, fight!
like, I was on the verge of tears. A grown-ass man, the shit she was saying to me yesterday on the phone, and like the threats she was making, and she kept telling me I'm threatening her. I'm like, what am I threatening you with? Watching the dogs? Like, what am I threatening you with? Being difficult? Because you're being difficult? Like, what does difficult mean? Does that mean you're gonna try to look at me? Where is this coming from? Like, has she been listening to me those murder podcasts or something? I don't. But then the whole showing up at my parents' house, like, not even, I could understand, like, a couple hours, like, you cool down, but, like, instantly, like, she must have, I called her a bitch, she got her car keys, got in that car and drove, like, double the speed limit, down fucking 380 to my parents' house, and beat me then. I don't think she was in the car. Well, I just dropped the dogs off at her house. I'd just seen her drop the dogs off, and she seemed, it was weird because, like, in hindsight, like, she would barely crack the door. Like, she'd only crack the door just enough for the dog to like, wiggle through. And I was like, I wonder why she's doing that. Like, that's weird. Because normally she comes outside, gets him, goes back inside. Like, I don't try to talk to her, don't try to touch her, nothing. It's not going to do any good. And I've suspected that she, like, wants me. Like, normally we go do everything for her garage, but now she wants everything at her front door. I think it's because it has a doorbell camera. I don't know. I'm not a violent person or a physical person, like, but all of a sudden she seems to think that I am. That and the typical, oh, everybody thinks I'm crazy for even letting you see the dogs at all. I'm like, I don't care what everybody thinks. This is between you and me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Who's everybody?
How long have y'all known each other?
6 years.
Oh fuck. This is atypical behavior?
I was telling somebody yesterday, they're like, well, this is, now you know how she really is. And it's like, look, like, my ex was that way, the previous one. I just, in hindsight, ignored it. Like, I ignored all the red flags. She was absolutely not that way at all. Like, this is within the last, say, 5 or 6 months, a sudden change. Not only did our relationship end, she quit her job, and now she's selling her house and moving back in with her parents in Oklahoma.
Interesting.
She's taking like a 50% pay cut to move back up to Oklahoma to move in with her parents.
5, 4,
Like,
3,
it's like
2, 1.
Tulsa.
Fight!
It's like something fucking happened, and she's really, really mad about it, and I have to talk to her. Or maybe she wanted to move back with her parents, and she's like trying to get me to become hostile, so it'll justify it.
Is victorious!
I don't know. But the whole showing back up at my parents' house like that, I can't figure that one out. Like,
Fight!
telling me she's with her parents? She loves her parents. Why would that explain why she went there? She was adamant that I was never going to see the dogs again,
Is victorious!
and that she's boarding them in a kennel while she goes out of town for 2 weeks, and I told her that was unacceptable. And she said, "You're lucky." I mean, she basically is like verbatim, "You're lucky you can get 5 seconds with them. As a matter of fact, next week I'll give you 5 minutes on the first day with them, and that'll be the last time you'll ever see them." And I was like, "Good luck with that. I will be as difficult as I can. If you're going to be this difficult, I will be this difficult." That's when she snapped and started going into about me hurting her and stuff like that. I was like, I'm not even touching that with a 10-foot pole. Getting away from me.
Fight!
And she's been calling me all day, and then she's started calling my mom, wanting to know why I'm not answering the phone. And it's like, why do you think I'm not answering the phone? We don't fucking talk. Like, she don't want to talk to me. She's made it clear.
Victorious! 3, 2, 1.
Do all what? So she wants me to beg. She has flat out, I have texted her, we went out to dinner, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I don't know what it was. The next day I texted her, I enjoyed spending time with you. If you'd like to spend time together again, let me know. That's all I wrote. I got the don't stop contacting me, don't contact me ever again. I don't want to see you, I've made up my mind. It's too painful to even be around you. It's like, okay. I'm the one that contacted her again 2 weeks later and like, hey, I'd like to see the dog. Like, I would like to hang out with Maverick. Can I hang out with him? Let's figure out like a day every week that I can take him. That's it. And it's about that, but I have noticed that until this last time, like, when I drop him off, like, she'd kind of like linger around, and it's like she wanted me to say something or something like that, but I just like, no, you said you don't want to talk to me, I'm leaving. Like, It's like every time I give her what I want, it gets worse. Like if when she tells me what she wants, it gets worse. If she tells me something, like the opposite is true. It's weird because she's not a dishonest person. She's not this type. I don't understand. Like I feel like I'm dealing with somebody who's like developing schizophrenia or something. That makes me. Yeah, I mean that's not helping me. Bro, like, how do you go from how do you go how do you go from I'm going to call the police to showing up and asking if it's okay to leave the dogs?
The fighting pit.
Like within 15 minutes. I know I am. So I'm trying to gain understanding from somebody that thinks illogically.
If you're scared of getting beat up by someone, you don't show up to the place that they live at.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she said. Yeah, like it's like I don't know how to describe. I'm one of these people. Like people like Dustworks, for example. When I call you out on your bullshit, like people have patterns. They do things day in and day out. They behave a certain way. Well, for me, I notice when somebody, why all of a sudden they're doing something different. Like in that example, she always goes in and out of the garage door. The garage door and front door parallel to each other. The back door goes straight into the fucking house. You don't have to go through the entryway and all that. Just so now, like every time I'm there with it for the dogs, everything always has to be done. Oh, and all the dog leashes and shit are right there in the garage. Like it's so she's going into the garage, going all the way back around to the door. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, you already.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Why is she uncomfortable? I'm not going in anywhere. I'm like standing in the driveway. Like she's wanting me to like come around 10 feet to the left even more from the driveway to stand in front of the camera is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. It's not my house. It's not my house. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of person. Like if I'm there for the dog, I'm gonna sit in my car. Or I'll get out of my car to open the back door so he can get in. I'll just stand there on the driveway. So why is she like making me have to go in front of the doorbell? I don't know. I don't know. The whole like threatening violence thing and stuff like that. Like I don't understand. I've never once been that way. Well, but she's doing the same shit with the fucking cameras and stuff like that. Like, that I'm gonna steal the dog. Like the whole thing. Like if I had to guess personally, I think she's mad that the dog likes me more than her, and that I like him that much. And that's why she brought up me stealing the dog from my ex and stuff like that, because she's afraid that he's gonna either want to stay with me or I'm gonna keep him and take him away. Which I would never do those things. There's no way she logically thinks that. That's retarded.
That's retarded. Did she ever talk to your other ex?
Why would she say that I'm threatening her? I'm threatening to break into her house and kill her. Like, why would she say that? It's fucking retarded. Like, I would never do that. Well, when I said you're being difficult, and I'm gonna match you, I'm gonna be equally difficult then, if that's how you're gonna be. Are you threatening me? Is that a threat? Are you threatening to break into my house? No, I'm calling the police. Wait, you call the police. What are you gonna tell them? That I want to hang out with my dog?
Mason. Fight.
I'm gonna call your parents then. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like,
I think she's absolutely lost it.
that's... If I had ever even whiffed any of this type of behavior for 6 years, like, I would have been like, okay, this is something that comes and goes, or like, I've never once seen her behave this way. Never, ever. Now, does she not understand, like, people at her work? Like, she doesn't understand that people make minimum wage and those people aren't going to work very hard? Like, she doesn't understand. But she doesn't, like, start fucking saying wild shit and threats and stuff like that. Like, it's super bizarre. Like, I don't think it's... Some people may think it's weird. I don't think it's unreasonable. Like, hey, we both got a dog together. He's 5 years old, and I've spent all 5 of those years with him. He sleeps in the same room I do. Like, we hang out all the time. Like, it's not weird for me to want to see that dog. I think it's good for him, too, to be around me. That's your dog. That's your dog.
Is it bad that I automatically assume something nasty from that?
The peanut butter? That's what he meant. He and Gangsta used to put peanut butter on their buttholes and see who the dog liked more.
Oh my god.
Huh.
I can't believe he's raising kids.
Her poor blind dog's looking at it right now on some peanut butter.
Is that the kind of humor y'all have at work? You don't know the joke like that?
Yeah, pilot movie.
Whatever.
9451. Put some peanut butter on the dog. Good for iOS 1.5. Okay, 2,500 to establish. And put that peanut butter on that dog. The only jokes I ever hear on the frequency are like old airline pilots making Seinfeld jokes.
Victorious. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there are some like really socially inept people like making weird noises and shit on the frequency, or just I can't even recall specifically what's said, but like if you're in like rural areas and shit like that at airports, like they're like calling out names to each other, like in squeaky, high-pitched voices, and it's fucking like, bro, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Victorious. 3, 2, 1. Fight.
So, Bust, your consensus is that she hates him, she's really mad at him or something. But Cry and saying you think that something's see. I'm genuinely concerned that there might be some sort of like schizophrenia or something going on. She's about that age.
Mason is victorious.
No.
3, 2,
I have no idea.
1, fight!
Either that or like I had a dude that I was friends with that started behaving like this, and it turned out that he was molested when he was younger, and he like completely forgotten about it, and then one day he remembered and started flipping. Nobody could figure out what was going on until like a year later.
3, 2, 1, fight!
The whole thing is just I don't. I know between her and the golden ticket, I'm signing off. I'm ready for a dude with the lowest libido possible, and me and him are gonna get married.
3,
He's gonna pay
2,
for all my stuff.
1, fight!
I'm
Yeah,
looking for,
yeah, did I hear that right?
I'm gonna look for an asexual gay man. Yeah. No? Yeah, but I don't think, from what I've read, they are interested in relationships, just not the physical parts.
Match point, Agatha! Fight!
I mean, maybe there's a rich old man out there that's looking for.
That was pretty intolerant of you, Cry.
It's ignorant. I think ignorant.
Ignorant. I understand that reference. It's funny.
That was a genuine concern of mine, is that she was
Match
asexual.
point.
I was concerned, like, but then I thought back to the beginning of our relationship, and I was like, no. No.
Oh, it's 4-4, and I didn't even notice. This poor guy thinks he might have a chance.
Evolution. Oh my goodness, it's fine as that. Gang just out here sleeping. See,
I consider gay a broad spectrum of things.
see, so you're thinking, Cry, you're thinking like I was thinking. When I would have conversations about this subject, I would say if there's no sex, then there's no relationship. And I kind of, it's no longer an intimate romantic relationship. Yeah, like And I don't mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be sex, but if there's no like physical intimacy, then that's the case, in my opinion. But there's people out there that have different opinions. Is that all about them?
Courtyard Arena! Five, four, three, two, one, fight!
I have your back.
It will be over soon. Warlord is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight!
Kill the
These are the cops. Okay.
He's victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Better make it 2. Let us as we go.
No.
Agatha is victorious. 3, 2, 1, fight! Tell their grandchildren about what I am going to do to you. You, a mere mortal, would dare even enter my realm. I have come to deliver the wild. He's victorious.
Who wants the pole?
3, 2, 1, fight!
Come get her, you dogs!
Don't remember somebody. Got him one of those. Less blood. That bitch. Yeah, it is. Oh hell yeah! Now you're. Oh damn it!
It's the most glory you will find on this battlefield.
She was taking an all. You're hurting yourself.
Mason is victorious. Match point, Agatha. Fight! Match point, Agatha. Fight!
They spent
Probably crazy beard.
They're laying into our backside. What the?
Agatha is victorious!
Damn, I should have tried with that furry girl I was with back in high school.
You were the furry?
Yeah, for like 2 years.
That explains a lot. Maybe those were fleas in your bed.
This was years ago. She's only the second freakiest girl I've ever been with.
Maxwell's one of those.
The fighting pit. Arena! Five, four, three, two, one, fight!
Alright, so to finish off the conversation, that begs the question. Should I watch the dog?
Oh yeah, don't play in her head games.
3, 2,
You wanted to watch the dog, so just watch the dog. Fuck it.
I feel like now I'm like terrified that I'm setting myself up for some crazy fucking shit to happen.
As long as you keep it civil on your end and you have text messages or witnesses saying you allowed the other dogs, it should be alright.
He's victorious! 3, 2, 1, fight!
I have a shit.
Hey, bust.
There's 750.
Victorious!
Hey, bust. If you got a dome,
3,
underneath the dome there's these red
1,
barrels,
fight!
and you smack them with a rock, and they drop low grade for you.
Match point, Agatha. Fight!
Excuse me.
Tournament crowds. Arena! Five, four, three,